Hey guys, time has come. Let's start our AMA. Hello everyone. While we wait a couple of minutes and everyone connects, I would like to greet everyone first of all, because this is our first internal AMA. We had a few weeks ago closed meeting for the most active users when we presented the farming functionality. But if we talk about full public meeting, then this is the first one. So with which I congratulate all of us. Let's get to know each other a little bit better. My name is Stace. I'm a community manager at PembRock, and I will moderate this our meeting today. And as a guest, we have today Ivan, our CPO, and Vitalii, our CTO. So hello, guys. Hi. The main topic of today's AMA is to provide our users with some technical steps, maybe explain some process specifics, and talk about PembRock as a full product. And before we start, I want to explain the rules of the contest which runs during our AMA. Starting from now, you have to count how many times we say PembRock during this AMA. So right now, from this moment, I'm announcing the start of the contest. And share your answers in our chat AMA contest. Okay, we will randomly select 5 winners to share in our prize pool of 25 years from those who give the correct answers. And we will announce the correct answer winners list in the next 24 hours on both Twitter and Discord. So, guys, Vitalii, maybe you want something to add about yourself or tell us how are you doing today?
Hello, everybody. My name is Ivan. I was I'm CPO of PembRock Finance. It's a big pleasure to see all of you guys here today with us. If you have some interesting or not interesting, just casual questions, please feel free to ask. I think we can form some discussion after we show you some days, how does it works, why did we choose things to do like they are done now. And also I want to welcome Vitalii, our Chief Technical Officer, our technical lead of this project. So Vitalii, you're welcome.
Okay, Vitalii, how are you today? Maybe you want to add something about yourself and your impressions about PembRock. I think we can't hear you.
Vitalii, you have some problems with the mic because we can see you, but we can't hear you.
Let's wait a little.
Okay, I switched to voice activity and it works now. Yeah. Hello. Hello. So, what should I say?
Maybe your impressions about PembRock and how are you doing today?
From my point of view, PembRock is a pretty interesting project. It is really complicated and one of the most complicated projects on your blockchain right now. If we look for DeFi or other decentralized applications on your blockchain. So we're working hard to make it as best as it can be.
So I think we can start, and I think everybody anticipates seeing your product. Are you ready to share your screen, Ivan? Ivan?
Ivan. Yes, I'm ready. So give me 1 second just to launch the screen sharing in Discord. Okay. Now supposed to streaming. You can join the streaming channel here.
Let's start from the very beginning, from our homepage.
From the homepage, you mean the main landing page or what?
Yeah.
I'm already on the homepage with disconnected wallet. It's also the homepage.
So we can start with a connecting wallet, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Also, I want to mention one thing. Maybe most of you have noticed that there are a little thing right here while your wallet is not connected. You can't just see the list of landed pools and farm pairs. It's a temporary technical moment. Now we are preparing next bunch of updates, which will include this one, so you can just scout, you can just examine the application without connecting the wallet. But for now, it's temporarily locked due to performance issues. Okay, let's connect wallet. Please don't scout my sensitive info, my wallet name, wallet address. But if you want, you can donate mirrors on this wallet. I will be happy to use it to buy some coffee, maybe. Okay, thank you, guys. Let's start with our application. So I have connected my wallet. What can I see? Firstly, I can see my portfolio. I believe all of you are now familiar with this interface, but our AMA session is main purpose of our AMA session is to give answers on some frequently asked questions, on some confused cases, so we can describe and explain why it is done so, and how to use it in proper way. So,
Ivan, can you
what should I do? Yeah.
Do you have plans maybe to integrate other wallets to the platform?
Yes, of course. Right now we are working on wallet selector component. So I think till the end of this week, we will start testing it. I think maybe even tomorrow afternoon. And I think the next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, we will add these updates to our main app.
All right. Let's start from the portfolio page. Here, we can see like all the tokens that users can use in the PembRock. Yes. And so, what does it mean? Unlocked rewards and spam claims. Can you explain?
It's pretty easy thing. This block will mark it. Okay. This block shows you the amount of rewards you have already claimed, and rewards which are available to claim. So now I have 63 and the point PEM tokens that are ready to be claimed and waiting to go to my account. So this lock is working both for rewards from land pools and rewards from pairs. So if you have only farm pairs, only land pools, you can see rewards here. If you have both position open, so all of your rewards will be here summary. We did so to make the claim process as easy as it can be. Because of transaction fee, you need to pay to claim rewards. So it's much better to collect as much as you can and just claim them by one click, not claiming by pool, from one pool, from second pool, from third pool, and the same for farming. So we created just one block, which shows you the total amount of your rewards which are ready to be claimed. So that's how it works.
All right. Let's start from the farm.
Okay. Let's go to farm.
Here we can see like big banner, be aware of risks involved in the leverage of farm. Yeah. Can you explain us what risks can I face using PembRock Finance?
Okay, guys. If you see some banner which talks to you about some risks, it's pretty recommended to just click on it and see it with your own eyes. Okay, if we are talking about risks for farmers on a PembRock Finance, we should remember that these risks are the same for any leverage yield platform, leverage yield product, not only for PembRock. It's the same for any other which gives you leverage. And also there are a few risks that are the same for any crypto you are holding, even for stable coins, because such risk also available. Okay, first of all, the first main risk, which are the same for all crypto, is impermanent loss. You can feel it even if you don't use some DeFi protocols, even you're just holding your tokens on your wallet. So there is nothing new, by the way. So the next one important risk which you have to be aware is liquidation, which means that okay, hello.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Sorry. Liquidation risk means your position, your farming position, can be liquidated. What does it mean? When your debt value is more than debt ratio is more than 80% of the whole of the total position value, so position got liquidated. It is also the universal practice for any leverage protocol, leverage yield farming, also for some margin trading protocols, the same thing. So liquidation guarantees the lenders that their funds, which was borrowed, will come back to them, because farmer takes some amount of leverage, some amount of borrowed assets on his own risk. Also, there can be the negative APY. Why it can be so? Because there is a borrowing interest which counts the APY. And in some rare cases, when the borrow interest is really high, your APY from farming can become negative for some short time or even for some long term. So as a farmer, you need to check your position health, to check the market situation, the market state, to be sure your position wouldn't be liquidated or APY on your position is positive and bringing you more income. There are also some bunch of technical risks we have here. First of all, it's a smart contract risks, because any smart contract have some potential tricks. So in some moment of time, there can be some person or a group of persons that can examine some vulnerabilities or perform some attack on a smart contract on a blockchain. So there are a really small chance that something can went wrong with this. Also, from the technical side risks, there are temporary corner cases, which are also described here. So the main idea of these cases that in very rare situation there can be issues connected with third-party protocols, in general with blockchain or with some environment in the blockchain, for example, RPCs. For example, as we are working with Near Wallet, which has its own indexers, and all you remember, a few weeks ago there was a huge issue with Near Wallet indexer when nobody can check their balances, and there was really hard to refresh the page. So in these cases, we also can't guarantee the stable work of PembRock, because it's connected with a lot of environment in the blockchain system.
Okay, let's try to open a farm position.
I think all guys which are now present here know how it works, but okay, I'll show you. Okay, let me check which position I can open for now. Maybe I have to explain some information we are showing here are just open without any.
Yeah, or during you open it, just explain what does it mean.
Okay, the first point I think is the most frequently asked is the meaning of this info here. Okay, here you can see your actual balances, your balance on your wallet for chosen asset, and your balance in the land pool for this asset. It's not the balance of land pool of total supply for land pool, it's just how much you are holding on the lending pool. And there are also one technical moment, which is also important to remember. When you're opening the position, first of all, it uses your land balance. So I can go to portfolio, and as you can see, I have here something about 150 USN later. So if I go to farm section and trying to open PembUSN pair, and I choose USN, it shows me my actual balance on land pool. So if I want to open position, for example, for 10 USN, it will get them from my land pool. Why it is done so? Because it's a pretty complicated technical process, and we decided that such flow is the most applicable and much fit the smoothest flow for our users, and guarantee is the most stable flow support. So yes, if you want to open a farm position and also hold some funds into the lending pool, you need to first open the farm position, and in the second iteration open the land pool. Or just open the farm position using your land pool balance, then don't miss to refill your land pools. If we are choosing the amount which is bigger than your land pool balance, it will automatically take some additional tokens from your balance. So for example, if I want to open position for 165 USN, it will take some from here and the list from here.
All right, can you tell us what features can users expect here? And is the third leverage will be the maximum?
Okay, let's start from the first one. We are preparing also a bunch of updates for this page. First of all, this updates is connected to balance view. So we will move this in below this drop-down menu. So you can easily understand that this asset you would like to deposit. So here is your asset balances. And below this drop-down menu, there will be available supply balance showed, which will show you how many tokens are now available for borrowing from chosen pool. And when you asked me about the leverage amount. So for now, the third leverage is the maximum we want to work with. I can explain because it guarantees the most safe and pretty enjoyable experience of leverage yield. Because the leverage which is bigger than third has a lot of additional risks which are connected to volatility of tokens in the pool. So for now, we are not ready to open the biggest leverage than is available now.
Okay, so let's open the farm position and go to the land.
Okay. Okay. Also, I want to add some information about. Okay, now as you can see, here is the notification that we need some time to push your position. And the next one, your position pushed successfully. So when you're opening a new farm position, please be ready and wait patiently till this green notification will appear. Because in some rare cases, position needs a little bit more time to be open, and it can run just instantly. So now you can see my position is open here. I have also one more announcement regarding this page. So just in present time, we are working on an update for this page. Vitalii is working on this update. So we are listening to our community feedbacks, and all of you guys wanted to have opportunity to see a little bit more information about your open position here, about the current position here. So now we are working on expanding this information and bring you really much more important and profitable data.
All right, so I think we can go to the land page.
Okay.
Yeah, and can you tell us, is there any risk for lenders?
Yes, of course. I want to remind you that when you're working with crypto, with any crypto, there are a lot of risks. Some of them are stable and predictable, and some of them can be just dependable of some moment or situation or protocol. So my personal advice, when you see some banner regarding which is connected to some information connected to risks, please do not hesitate, open it and read it one more time and one more time and one more time. If you have some questions, ask the community, ask the community manager to describe, to explain you what does it mean. Okay. First of all, the one of the most common risks for lenders is slower asset return, which is directly connected with utilization rate. So, what is utilization? Utilization shows the proportion of how many the amount of borrowed asset relatively to total supply amount. So 49% of utilization here means that 49% of all of these wrapped near currently are borrowed and locked into the farming position. So if we just scroll down, you can see the utilization from the ref finance token land pool is pretty close to 90%. So that means that guys who are holding their money, their ref tokens in this pool can just withdraw them because they are now locked into the farm. But while utilization is high enough, lenders get higher APY. As you can see here, so here we have a tooltip which shows the actual spread of APY. So as we can see here, lend APY is near 20%. And lend rewards are also near 20%. For example, if we will check teaser lend pool utilization, it's something about 9%. So here lend APY is lesser than 1% for year. So while utilization is high, the APY is always. And this is also the risk for lender if you want just rapidly withdraw all of your funds from lend pool. In some situations, in some cases, it seems you cannot do this rapidly in one moment. You need to wait till the utilization goes down. Also, there are also a risk of impermanent loss, which connected to some token volatility. And the bunch of next risks is a technical risk, which connected the same way as for farmers and for lenders. It's a temporary corner cases when we have some issues in a blockchain ecosystem, in some ecosystem protocols, in blockchain environment, and smart contract vulnerabilities, which can be discovered by some bad guys.
All right, can you explain us every part of indicators without like information? What does it mean? And yeah, an open position.
You mean these ones?
Yeah.
Land pools?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Okay, let's start with total supply. Total supply shows everybody how much tokens are now locked in the pool. Total borrowed, this shows the actual amount that was borrowed by farmers and now locked in the farm positions. Utilizations show how much amount was borrowed relatively to the total supply amount. Your balance shows the amount you are holding in such land pool. As you can see, I have some balances in different pools. And rewards rate shows the community rewards rate, which calculates respectively to each pool separately. You can see the actual amount of rewards for each pool just hovering the information tooltip button. It works the same on the mobile devices. And finally, we have the APY, which shows you approximate amount of profit you can get from each pool. It calculates as a summary of land APY, which is compounding option, and land rewards APR, which doesn't calculate the compounding. So when you see APY here, this part, rewards rate, is not compounded. So you, because all of your rewards, when you claim them, they goes directly to your wallet without auto compounding. But all rewards which you get from land pool auto compounding into this pool, additionally to your actual balance. So you want me to open some?
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. I have little build PEM from rewards in my wallet. So 1 click, 2 click, and funds are already inside the pool. There is one more important thing connected to how does our deposit withdraw mechanism work. So when you are closing your farming position, I think all of you have noticed that after closing the position, your funds automatically goes to the land pool. Why we have done so? First of all these processes with position opening and position closing, with all this calculation, is pretty complicated. It's not really easy even to us, because we had to take a lot of time to understand and to build the architecture and how it will work. So from this case, we are trying to bring you the best experience on how can it work. So from the user side, it works that way that even when you close your farming position, you don't need to, sorry, some connection issues. You don't need to just take back your assets. You can automatically leave them into the land pool, and they will continue working on you and continue bringing you rewards and profit.
All right, so we just seen how to open farm positions and land positions, talked about how to withdraw works. Guys, you can ask our guests questions. You can turn on your microphone and feel free.
Excuse me, Anastasia, I will interrupt you. Guys, I have questions for you. I have one question for you. Does anyone here uses two-factor authentication on his near wallet?
You can write in the chat if it's comfortable to turn on your microphone.
Hey guys!
All right, so we have some answers.
I'm sorry, I will check the chat.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, guys. Okay, Ledger is great. One second. Why I was asking about two-factor authentication? Because there is some complicated mechanism connected to it, and users who are using 2FA can feel some difficulties while working with PembRock. But we are working on fix. So if you guys have some troubles, just write to us in Discord or in Telegram, and we will check them out if they are not discovered yet. And in case we know about such issue, we will just answer you the actual status for fixes and updates.
All right, maybe someone has some questions.
I have. Thank you. Hello, guys. Hello, Anastasia, Ivan, Vitaly. Thank you for this AMA. So, Ivan, you did explain what does it mean. Means these indicators on the land page, but can you please explain briefly what does this indicator means on farm page and other page, because it looks like more difficult than on land page. Thank you.
Okay, I think we can proceed with the explanation, but I see that Vitalii is answering now, and I want to wait till the discussion will end, because I'm also interested in this discussion, and I'm trying to read.
Maybe someone else want to ask additional questions.
You also can ask questions to the chat. I'm actually answering the questions there. And say you can tag me here in Discord when you have any technical questions. So I try to help you as I can. I think it will be the direct questions to me without any hesitation and any unnecessary proxy. So, welcome.
I have a new question.
Yeah, Ivan, are you ready to provide us with explanations?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, and then I will ask you a new question.
Is anybody asking a question? I don't hear nothing.
As I see, all questions are in the chat, so
Yes,
we can.
there is a question about the sloan attack. And
yeah, it's interesting.
on your blockchain, sloan attacks possible. It is possible only on EVM blockchains because here is asynchronous. There's no synchronous cross-contract calls. So when you call one contract calls another contract, this is like two different transactions. So there's no such thing as flash loan. It is not possible on here.
Okay, let's go back to Rockdog question about farming, farm position information. So I just want to clarify, are you guys, we have some issues. Vitalii, that is that issue when we can get some price data, the page is not loaded. Okay, so you want me to explain some position parameters from this page, yeah?
From the farm page, yeah.
Or from the farm page? Okay.
I can describe it if you want.
Okay, yes, Vitalii, please. I will show it here and you just...
Yes. So it is farm page, yes.
Yeah.
So the most important thing in the farm is API, which is this farm generates. So I think everybody interested how this API is calculated. We was changing this thing a few times for last week or so, and when this calculations will be finalized, we present the documentation with all the formulas which is used to calculate these things. Now, as Ivan shows in the tooltip, we show that API calculates as, if you know the difference between API and APR, annual percentage yield and annual percentage rate. Percentage rate APR isn't include compounding. So if you have your deposit about 1,000 mil and the percentage rate of 10%, so each month 10% yearly rate, so then each day, for example, each day you will take one 365 part of this 10%, and each day it will be the same value. It will have about, for example, $1 each day, but or 1 year. But when you are using compounding, it's meaning that you are reinvesting your profit every day, or even actually it reinvests even more regularly than every day. It is reinvesting a few times a day right now. So when you reinvest your profit, your deposit increase, so your next profit will increase also, and then you increase you reinvest when you reinvest your profit, your deposit is increased and also increases your next profit, and next profit also will be reinvested, and so on. So it is which you can Google and about this, or I can share some links on Wikipedia or some other resources about this. So for this farm, for our farms, there's two main parameters: is annual percentage yield (APY), and it is connected with total APR. Total APR is the sum of other parameters which you see in here. Other parameters is yield farming. Yield farming is APR which is generated by farming on refinance. When you if you go to refinance, you see that there's pools, and some pools have farms. Not all pools have farms. These farms is something like rewards for liquidity providers. Its purpose to incentivize liquidity providers. There is not enough trading fees. There is not enough trading volume. So when you add liquidity to any pool, any DEX, finance, or any other DEX, you put your liquidity in some pool. Your profit usually consists of two things. The first main thing is the trading fees, which is a percent from trading volume. When someone uses this pool to swap one token to another, some fee takes from this swap, and it puts to the pool itself. So the pool volume increases, and so your liquidity is also increases. But besides this, also DEXs such as refinance offer you a farming rewards. So here we show for this pool, for example, PemUSM, we calculate that this pool generates about 10% trading fees. It's the fees trading volume in pool. You can check these values in the refinance itself. Our numbers is a bit different from refinance, because we use different average. For example, we take 7 whole days to calculate average trading fees. So for this pool, right now we see 10% trading fees and about 20 to 146% yield farming. These two things is your profit from the ref pool itself, and then you see borrow interest. Right now, selected leverage is 3x, 3 times. When you change leverage, you see that with leverage 1, there is no borrow interest, because you take no debt, and so you don't need to pay any borrow interest. So, but with leverage 3x, you see, or any other leverage more than 1x, you see there is borrow interest. And then we, with leverage, you see that trading fees and yield farming also increased. And the sum of yield farming, trading fees, and borrow interest is the total APR. This is annual percentage rate which you will have from this pool. And if we divide this by 365 days, we will get about 0.63%. Is this your daily profit? You can calculate your daily profit multiplying your deposit and this your position value. Actually, for open positions, you should use your position equity. If you multiply your position equity on daily APR, you will take, you will have your daily profit, which is reinvested. This is important part. Your daily profit, which is shown here, daily APR, is reinvested. So this with reinvest, this total APR 225.29% is will on the duration of 1 year will give you 1,000% annual percentage yield because of compounding, what I was describing earlier. And besides this, you also have our community rewards in parameter rewards again. But these rewards, you not reinvested. These rewards you will take in the rewards you will take in Pem tokens, and you Ivan already showed you where, yes, in portfolio you can claim this rewards, and then you can trade it and add to open new positions, and later we add the feature to adjust positions, to add collateral or add debt to open positions, and also partial close. So this feature is planned. So I said that reward CPR is actually invested. So we decided to not to include it in compounding formula. So when you see it in APY tooltip, show please tooltip everyone. There is a soup of rewards APR, which is not reinvested, and farm API, which is taken from reinvesting your APR, yield farming, trading fees, and interest. We will write all this to our documentation with all the formulas, so you can check it later. If you have questions about this, you can ask now.
There's someone who wants to ask more questions.
Okay, I have a question to everybody. Does anybody count in the amount of word PembRock was pronounced? I just want to remind that there is a challenge. Am I right?
Yeah.
So you need to and okay, and can I participate in this challenge or no? Okay. Where I should post the comment with the amount of PembRock word was mentioned?
You have a text channel with the AMA contest name, yeah?
Mhm.
It's just text channel as others. You just go here and write what is your answer. Ivan, you can participate, but I'm not sure if it will be okay with.
No. I just interested. It's interesting to leave some prediction and then see the results of this challenge. So even if I win, please don't count me. And maybe we can do all. We can also do it in Twitter.
I'm not sure, but I think if we will have all of the answers in one channel, it will be easier for us and for other users to see if everything is clear and if everything is correct. So, but if you don't want to use Discord, feel free to write us on Twitter. It's not a problem at all. My last question is, what should we expect from PembRock Finance in terms of using in the near future? What is your plans?
Okay, so you are interested in the new recent days or in some general global updates?
I think the both, but if there is something that is more closer, so we can just explain it.
Okay, the next bunch of updates that are already in testing is connected to issue with gas prices and gas, not actual gas prices, but gas which is used to perform transaction. So Vitalii with his guys are preparing some fixes for this issue. This is a global near issue, so we are also in touch with near developers, trying to perform this to some more comfortable level. Also, we are preparing some interface updates, which will expand the available statistic about your current position and about farming players. Also, we are working on performance for closing and open the position process. If we are talking about some global plans, so our next global release is the second contract and PembRock DAO, which gives all users opportunity to have some extra profit from taking their PEM tokens into the protocol to support it from one side, and from another side they get more extra protocol profit sharing. So guys, don't just trade your PEM tokens, hold them, and then you can not only be a lender or a farmer, and also you can be a part of our DAO. You can get some voting power and get some part of protocol profit sharing out of you.
All right. So if no one have questions, I think we can stop our challenge. And I remind you that you had to count how many times we said PembRock, yeah, during this AMA. Guys, it was very pleasure to see you, to talk with you. So thank you very much, and don't forget to write your answer in AMA contest text chat.
Yeah, thank you guys. Was nice to meet you here. We are trying to start some our inner AMA session in our Discord in a continuous as a stable thing, maybe weekly and maybe in one AMA session, one huge AMA session for our Discord community in a weekly basis or in a monthly basis. I don't know. For now, it depends on the Nastya decision and also from your activity. If you want to have more such session like this, write your comments and bring here your friends. And as personal for me, I want to see more and more people from session to session, because we are really interested to be in touch with our community, with you guys, for active users who wants to understand how DeFi works, how DeFi builds, and how our protocol interact with other near ecosystem projects. Thank you, guys. If you have questions, write them anytime in our Telegram, Discord, or Twitter, and we are in touch with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.